Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is body parts. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we know that we have to sanitize. So let's take our sanitizer and sing our special sanitizing song. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Yay! Good job, everyone! For today's lesson, we will be doing reading, body parts, and problem solving. Let's start our lesson, boys and girls, on page 9. On page 9, we are going to do some reading. Now, the type of reading we're going to do is called a comprehension passage. This way, we are going to read it 3 times, and then when we are done reading it the first time, we are going to go through the questions. After the second time, that's when we're going to answer our questions. And then after that, you are going to read it a 3rd time so that you make sure that your answers are correct. Today's comprehension passage is all about a girl named Pam. And as you can see, Pam is looking right at us. Hello, Pam. So, we're going to read what is in the orange box together. Let us start. My name is Pam. I have 2 big blue eyes. I have 2 ears. I have 1 nose and 1 mouth. Wow, this was a very interesting one. This comprehension is describing Pam. And so, when we are reading the questions, I'm sure they are asking us about Pam. The first one says, and we're going to read our questions twice. What is her name? What is her name? Number 2 says, how many ears does she have? How many ears does she have? Number 3 says, what color is your eyes? What color is your eyes? So now we want to take a look at the passage again. So we're going to read the orange box together. This time, I want you to keep your ears wide open so that you can find the answers to the questions. The first one says, or rather, let's read the box first. My name is Pam. I have 2 big blue eyes. I have 2 ears. I have 1 nose and 1 mouth. So now you're going to answer your questions by yourselves. Remember, number 1 says, what is her name? And you're going to write her name on the line. Number 2 says, how many ears does she have? You're going to write your answer on the line. Then number 3 says, what color is your eyes? When you're done with this one, boys and girls, I want you to go to the next page on page 10. On page 10, we are going to be doing body parts. Now, I'm sure you are clever, boys and girls, and you already know your body parts. But this one is asking us to look at the picture and then circle the correct word. So, not only do we have to know our body parts, we have to know the word used for each body part. Now, we're going to do a few together, and the rest you're going to do by yourselves. Let's take a look at the board. So the ones we're going to do together are already on the board. The first one we have starts with an H. Now we're going to try and write the correct word, and then I want you to look for it and then circle it. So we can see that the first picture we have is of a head. Everyone, touch your head. Your head. Well done. And this is how we spell the word head. And I want you to circle it in your booklet. When you find this word, when it is nice and dry and ready for you to see it, I want you to circle. The next one that we have seems to be something below at the bottom of our body. This one starts at the top and goes all the way down. We call this a leg. Everyone, touch your leg. Leg. Very good. And this is how we spell the word leg. So, if you see this word, that means it's the correct one, and I want you to circle it. The next one that we can see seems to have fingers, and then it can bend as well. This is called an arm. Everyone, touch your arm. Your arm. Good job. So we're going to write the correct way of, or rather the name of the body part. So we're going to write it, and I want you to please look for it and circle it. The next one that we have is something that is on our head, but it's not the head. This one is sometimes long, sometimes short, sometimes curly, and sometimes straight. We call this hair. Everyone, touch your hair. Your hair. Good job. So we're going to write the correct spelling of the word hair, and I want you to look for the name of the body part. The last one we're going to do together is something we use to see. We have 2 of them, and they are on our head. This is an eye. One of them is called eye, but when there are two, we say eyes. So, let us point to one eye. Well done. Point to the other eye. Yes. Now we're going to write the name of the body part, and I want you to look for it. Well done. So the rest of the body parts, I know you're clever boys and girls. You can see that you already know them. I want you to try and look for the correct name and circle it neatly. Then, when you are done, you can move on to the last exercise for today's lesson on page 11. On page 11, we are going to be doing problem-solving sums. Yay! Now, we're going to do number 3 together. And before we read it, we need to remember how to do a problem-solving sum. The first thing we do, my dear friends, is to read the question twice so that we know what the story is all about. And then after that, we need to pick out the important information like the numbers. Then when we are done, we are going to ask ourselves, are we adding? Are we subtracting? Remember, subtracting means taking away or minusing, and then adding means we are putting them together. In this case, we are going to be talking about money. Let's see what it says. Ria bought a stationery set for 2 Namibian dollars. She paid with 5 Namibian dollar coins. How much change would she receive? Let me read it again. Ria bought a stationery set for 2 Namibian dollars. She paid with 5 Namibian dollar coins. How much change would she receive? Now the word receive is basically to say how much will she get back. And as you can see, we have coins. Let's count them together. All of the coins, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that there are 5 coins. In the first box that you can see, I'd like you to please write the number 5. Well done. Now we have said 5 minus. So we know that we are taking away. 5 minus. And to get our answer, we need to count the coins that have not been crossed out. So can you cross out the 2 that you can see? 1, 2. If you have crossed out 2 coins, well done. Now write the number 2 in the box. Good job. Now it says 5 minus 2 equals. So we want to count the rest of the coins to know how much she would receive, how much change. Let's count them together. Me here in the classroom and then you in your book. So I have 1. Let's see. I want you to count yours as well. 2. Good job. And 3. So her change would be 3 Namibian dollar coins. 1, 2, 3. So make sure, boys and girls, that your sum looks like this one. 5 minus 2, the 2 that you crossed out, will equal 3. Good job, everyone. I would like you to please continue the problem-solving sums. And if you need help to read them, that's okay. You can ask for it. Take your time with all the exercises, boys and girls. Make sure that you read the comprehension carefully for a third time, which means 3 times. And then after that, name your body parts correctly by circling. And then after that, do the problem solving sums. I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson, but I hope you had fun. I know I did. Remember, if you're not sure what to do, that's okay. You can always ask an adult for help. But just make sure that you finish your work by yourself. So now that we are done, boys and girls, we can sanitize. Now, whilst we're sanitizing, I'd like us to talk about coronavirus. It's very important for us to stay safe, boys and girls. So, whenever you are outside, please make sure that you wear your mask, covering your nose and mouth, and you maintain good social distancing by checking with your hands to your side and in front of you. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder, Zoshi was supposed to come after school. He said we're going to take a nice walk to the park, but I haven't seen him the whole day. Oh, there you are, Zoshi. So, from Zoshi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, MyZone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.